Yo, what's up with it, gang? It's your boy Starstatus Chris. As always, make sure to smash that like button, and after the video, make sure to jump in the comment box afterwards to let me know your thoughts and opinions. Now, we're gonna get into the Lil Boosie and Nussie beef. Now, I'm gonna title this one that Nussie had to be out the way for Boosie to be who he was today. And the reason why I say that is because Nussie was applying so much pressure to Lil Boosie and his street cred that he put him in a position where he had to do something about it. And I hate to get on here and say that, you know, he had to be dealt with, but what we're getting now with how we see Lil Boosie and how we really look at him as a real step and a real gangster, he had to be made an example out of for Boosie to become who he was today. So let's start with the whole issue with what Nussie had against Boosie. Now, it really started with Nussie having issues with the owners of Trill ENT, and that was Turk and Mel. He pretty much felt like they wasn't who they said they were, so far as like, you know, being stand-up guys and taking care of, you know, people in Baton Rouge and looking out for people that they had in jail. He felt like they were, you know, not really stand-up guys in that aspect. And that was really the start of the issue, was really with the owners of Trill ENT. Because if you go to those earlier videos, you really don't hear Nussie saying too much about Boosie. He was, you know, pretty much throwing subliminals at Turk and Mel and pretty much saying, you know, I put my big heads first. Pretty much saying, you know, for people who don't know, that's pretty much saying he puts his OGs, you know, first on the list when he's in the streets. So he take care of his people, and he makes sure they penitentiary rich. You know, he makes sure they get taken care of. He like, you know, they slang is he jokes them out, you know, while they in jail. So that's pretty much the start of the issue. It didn't really start being personal with Boosie until later, when I think, now this is my whole thing, I think Nussie really used Boosie just to sell records. And I say this because they never really had a problem with each other, you know, like personally. Like, people will say like he had problems with people like Big Marquis and stuff, you know, and all that, but he never had a personal problem with Boosie, you know, until he actually started using his name and likeness with the Nussie Badass, which y'all know that's super disrespectful. That's like that's a no-no. Like, you don't do that. You don't take somebody's name and brand and album cover and put your face on it and disrespect them like that. That's pretty much saying like, yo, F you. Like, he wasn't, you know, he wasn't taking Lil Boosie serious at all so far as the street rap. So he was just pretty much taking that, you know, as his and pretty much bullying him in the music industry way, you know, and that's kind of how the things transpired with him. Now, an event happened where Lil Ivy was at a club in Baton Rouge, and him and Boosie wasn't seeing eye to eye on a issue. This, cause okay, if people don't know that Lil Ivy was trying to be a rapper, he was everything that what we see rappers are today. You know, like, we just now seeing the emergence of rappers really matching their lyrics and really having that street image and having that street background. And he was all of that. Like, he was one of the main big dogs down in the South Baton Rouge and stuff. So he had that name already, and he had that believability. So anyway, he was trying to, you know, rap and get his career going, and who else to look for but with Lil Boosie. So he connects with Boosie like, yo, you know, I want to, you know, take me over there to meet Mel and Turk so I can do the deal, so I can do a deal with them, and we can put out some projects, you know, so I can, you know, put on more and be able to help my people. Then I can put on more rappers in Baton Rouge. Now, Boosie never clarified why exactly he didn't want to put Lil Ivy on and take him to Turk and Mel, but he never did. So Lil Ivy was mad about that. So as we fast forward, he gets to that nightclub, Boosie shows up, and you know, Lil Ivy's nephew, Lil Yoshi, he pretty much talked about the story. He brought him some, you know, some lean and stuff to the club to try to, you know, butter him up, and Lil Ivy didn't want it, and something ended up breaking out in the club. And they say that Nussie and Lil Ivy got into it at the club, and then you got some people saying that Nussie got into it with Lil Boosie. You know, it's kind of unclear, but they got into it in the club, and Boosie ended up leaving. Lil Ivy stayed in the club, and once he actually left the club, he got in the car with some other individuals, and the whole car was chopped down, top to bottom. Everybody in the car, I think it was 3 or 4 people total in the car, and all of them was dead at the scene. None of them, made it to the hospital. They're all dead at the scene. Immediately after this, Lil Boosie looked at Nussie, because it's been alleged that they had got into it at the club. So if you're at a club and you get into it with some people, and then one of your partners leave the club, and then somebody chops down the whole vehicle, you gonna think that they did it. Nussie didn't really back away from the rumors until later, when he said he ran into Lil Boosie, and he ran into Lil Boosie because Lil Boosie was trying to get some lean from him, and he pretty much let him know that he had nothing to do with that. Now, at this point, it's not clear whether Lil Boosie believed that Nussie didn't do it, but it's been, later confirmed by a lot of people that Nussie actually didn't kill Lil Ivy. It was Lil Pig. That's a whole another story, but it was never confirmed at the time whether Lil Boosie actually believed that he didn't do it or not. Now, things intensified when Nussie said that his name was cleared on the street, but people didn't come back to him and give him no apology. So he just pretty much said, F y'all now, like it's beef, it's war, because y'all, when I was trying to tell you guys I didn't do nothing, y'all was still on my heels doing little stuff, shooting at my shop and all that stuff. So he did one crucial mistake. He took Lil Ivy's song and he put it on a mixtape, and he kept him on the hook, and he said, I didn't kill your boy, but I did the other boy. Now, once he said this, it was his fate was sealed. It was pretty much over after that. The hit was put down. Boosie went ahead and, put the bread up. Marlo, Mike, Ghost, they caught him at a house and shot through the window, hit him in the head with a 12-gauge shotgun, and that was the end of it. So that's pretty much it, man, on this video. I just want to do a quick Lil Boosie and Nussie beef breakdown. Make sure to smash the like button. Also, make sure to jump in the comment box afterwards. Let me know if I missed anything. Signing out, your boy Starstatus Chris.